in 2013. The largest manhunt in the history of the United States took place in California. More than 2,000 police officers were involved in the search for a single suspect. Christopher Dorner was born in New Jersey on July 4, 1979. As a child, his family moved to the suburbs of Los Angeles, California, where Christopher spent his entire youth. In 1997, Christopher graduated from high school and enrolled at Southern Utah University while studying at the university. He started a lot of friends described him as a cheerful, smiling guy for whom honesty and justice were the main things in life. In 2001, Christopher joined the Navy a year after being drafted. In 2002, Christopher commanded a security unit at a naval base in the state of Nevada. While serving in the Navy in 2002, an interesting incident happened to Christopher last year, which characterizes him well as a person, while on vacation. The guy discovered almost $8,000 in a bag with donations for a local church. Without thinking for a second, Chris handed her over to the nearest police station. One of the Oklahoma newspapers later wrote about it. In 2007, he got a job in the police. His service in the police began with an internship under the guidance of a more experienced partner, Sergeant Teresa Evans. July 28, 2007, Chris Dorner and Teresa Evans went on a call to one of the local hotels. The call was caused by the fact that a mentally ill person entered the hotel, which caused concern to the staff and guests of the hotel. The police quickly tied up the brawler, which turned out to be Christopher Hedler. The man was really mentally ill. They did not take him to the police station, but simply took him out of the hotel and threatened that they would put him behind bars next time. And it would seem that the incident was over, but later he would play a fatal role in Christopher's fate, and 2 weeks later Christopher's mentor, Officer Teresa Evans, gave the management a report on his internship. The report said that he was not yet ready for full service and that he needed to improve performance in several areas. The next day, Christopher filed a report on the action of Officer Teresa Evans during the arrest of Christopher Gedler, the man they had taken out of the hotel a few days ago. The report claimed that Evans used excessive force against Gedler. Dorner claimed that Evans hit Gedler twice in the face when he was already handcuffed and lying on the floor. Based on this report, there was an internal investigation has been opened. Gedler himself said that he was hit by a policewoman, but they did not believe him because he was ill with schizophrenia. 8 months after filing the report, Christopher Dorner was fired from the Los Angeles police, but Chris decided to go all the way. He filed endless appeals to the courts of various instances with a request to reinstate him in the service, but each time he was refused. On the evening of February 3, 2013, the bodies of a young couple were found in the town of Irving, California. 28-year-old Monica Queen and 27-year-old Kate Lawrence was both shot in the head in the parking lot near their home. Monica, she was the daughter of the former chief of the local police, and now a lawyer. Randall Queen, her fiancée. Kate Lawrence was an officer of the department. The very next day, a document appeared on the internet that put everything in its place. It was an open letter from Christopher Dorner to the American people. It consisted of more than 11,000 words. In his address, Dorner declared war on the Los Angeles police. His goal was to restore his honest name. 2,000 policemen and military were allocated for his capture. On February 7th, at approximately 1:30 a.m., 2 policemen received a tip from a man who saw Dorner near a gas station. Arriving at the scene, they had a shootout with Dorner, during which Dorner wounded both policemen, and they could no longer continue the pursuit. About 25 minutes later, another police car spotted Dorner's pickup truck, but they were less lucky than their colleagues. During the shootout, Dorner hit Michael Crane in the head and also seriously injured his intern. Crane died. The intern managed to report on the radio about what happened. Dorner did not finish off the intern and disappeared. Just 7 hours later, His pickup truck was found burning 120 kilometers from the scene of the shooting. The Los Angeles police assumed that he disappeared in the highlands. But every step had to be taken with extreme caution, because absolutely everywhere Dorner could be waiting for the cops with a sniper rifle. For any information that would lead to his capture, the highest monetary reward in the history of California was announced: $1 million. It was the largest manhunt in the history of the United States. For a while, Dorner was helped to hide by a sudden snowfall, but after a while the police call rang. The caller, Karen Reynolds, told the police that Dorner broke into her hut, tied her and her husband up, took their car and disappeared. Soon another person contacted the police. He said that Dorner had taken his car. Dorner told him, "I don't want to hurt you, I just need your car." Now the police were able to get on Dorner's tail. One of the helicopters noticed a stolen pickup truck near the hut. It was assumed that Dorner had barricaded himself in the hut. Alex Collins and Jeremiah McKay were the first to arrive there. Dorner didn't give them a chance by shooting both of them. The police cordoned off the house in which Dorner was hiding. Dorner responded to the police's demands to surrender in silence. Soon an excavator demolished half of the house in which Dorner was hiding, and the police fired incendiary cartridges there. Here are the footage of the capture of the house in which Dorner took refuge. The police offered Dorner to surrender, but he made a different choice and, already being in the burning hut, Christopher fired his last shot. The fire lasted until the evening, and only the next day the police reported that human remains were found in the burned hut. Medical experts confirmed that they belonged to Christopher Dorner. The cause of Christopher Dorner's death was a bullet that Dorner fired into his head. After these events, the opinion of society was divided into two camps. Some believed that Dorner was an ordinary criminal and that he deserved to die, while others, on the contrary, considered Dorner a folk hero who fought for his honor. In their opinion, he opened the eyes of society to the deceitfulness of the police, because the police did not even. She tried to take him alive and deliberately burned him alive. In any case, his story can hardly leave anyone indifferent.